Once a cunning and deceitful president stole a donkey from somewhere and taking it to a nearby market to sell it, he put the gold coin in donkey mouth and sealed the donkey's mouth with a piece of cloth. When he reached the market he removed the cloth from the donkey mouth. As soon as the cloth was removed, coins started falling from the donkey's mouth. People gathered around him and he said to the people, "This is a poor donkey and I am very tired of him. Whenever I am worried or sad, once a day gold coins fall out of his mouth. Now I don't even have a place to keep coins in my house, so I want a needy and animal-loving businessman should buy this donkey." People had seen the gold coin falling with their own eyes, so everyone wanted to get this donkey. And whatever they found, it was cheap. Seeing the money, he bought the donkey from the dealer. The seller collected the money and the coins that had fallen on the ground and went home. All the people sat around the donkey with worried and sad faces. People sat and waited for hours and finally they got worried with this. Meanwhile, the donkey was very hungry, ate a lot of food, but not dropped a single coin. Finally, an intelligent man passed through there. He said that you have been cheated. Before the seller runs away, immediately catch the cheater. They all reached the cheater's house and knocked the door. His wife said that he have gone to other city. You sit outside and wait. I send my pet dog. This dog will tell them about you and bring them here. Anyway, people began to wonder how this could be. Let the dog bring its master home. When this clever man saw that all the people were gathered outside his house, he taught his wife the dog's story. She freed the dog and he went out of the back wall, got hold of the dog and returned home with it. After a while, the people could not believe that the same person who sold the donkey was following the dog. Now all the people, forgetting why they had come here, started asking the merchant about the dog. It is of great use. Tell me how much it is. This dog should be bought in any case. At first, this fraudulent person refused, but after getting a good price, he sold the dog to one of these people. Now people went with the buyer to see how the dog would bring back the person who had left home. After going home, the buyer told the slave that you should go to the next village so that the dog would find you and bring you back. Slave, as soon as he reached the second village, he ran away from there and the dog also went away and did not come back. When both the slave and the dog did not return, the people came to know that they had been cheated. Once again, people go together and reached the house of the cheater. The cheater ran away from the back door of the house and his wife said that he had gone for some work in the neighboring village. The people said that we will sit inside his house and wait for him. After a long time passed, the same deceitful person entered the house and seeing the people sitting there, he bowed and behaved politely and started asking his wife, "What did you do in honor of my special guests? Did they give these guests something to eat or did they keep them hungry?" Those people started to feel ashamed in their hearts that the one who we thought was a fraud turned out to be very hospitable and nice. His wife said she did not even ask them for water. As soon as he heard this, he became mad with anger and took out a dagger from his pocket and hit his wife in the stomach. A little blood came out and his wife fell on the floor. The people sitting there said, "Let our money be, but where is the wisdom for us to kill the wife?" He said, "You people are cunning and deceitful. Don't worry, this is our daily work. I got angry and killed her. I will do it and then I will make it alive with this horn." He pointed to the horn hanging on the wall and then he took down the horn and sat next to the dead wife and pressed the horn in his mouth and began to play the horn, singing like a spider. She fell down on the ground from the stab and stood up with her hand on her wound. All the people were confused and once again they forgot why they had come here and want to buy the horn in order to increase the bid. He said that this is a talisman horn that I only have in the whole world. I will not sell this horn under any circumstances. A big businessman saw a huge amount of money and bought that horn, and after buying the horn, everyone went to their own house. The one who bought the horn said, I am tired of my wife's daily fights. If she fights, so I will kill him and sleep peacefully at night, and in the morning I will revive him with the help of the horn. When the cheetah saw the people gathered in his house again, he made a new plan and included his wife in it, and took the red color in a bag and hid it in her clothes. Then he took the dagger, which had a secret box in its handle and a button, the bridge of which disappeared at the push of a button, and took an old horn, nailed it to the wall, and went out of the secret door by himself, returning after a while to his wife. By pretending to revive, he sold the useless horn to the person who had bought the horn. As soon as the one who bought the horn reached home, his wife started fighting as usual. He took out a dagger and stabbed his wife in the stomach. She bled, and after a while she became cold. He picked her up. He hung it in the room and left it like that. He got up in the morning and blew the horn in different ways, but she was dead. Gradually he began to realize his folly. People were waiting for him to find out how the night went and what a miracle the horn showed. Buyer was hide his sorrow and shame, but some people insisted, so he told the truth. This time these people made up their minds that they would not interfere with the impostor, and as soon as they saw him, they would control him, tie him in a sack and throw him into the sea. They all agreed once again. They all got together and reached the house of this impostor and went inside and controlled him and put him in a big sack and walked towards the sea. The sea was far away. From there, they tied by picking up the cheetah in the sack. They were all tired when they reached halfway of the sea. They said that they will rest here for a while, then they will go and throw it into the sea. Those people were tired, so as soon as they stopped to calm down, they fell asleep. All those people were enjoying the dream rabbit. At the same time, a herdsman passed by. He saw that many people were sleeping on the ground, and there was a sound of screaming coming from a big sack. When he opened the sack, he saw that a person was locked inside the sack. The herdsman asked, who are they and why are you locked in the sack? He said, listen, all these people belong to my family, and they're forcing me to marry a girl across the sea. While I love my uncle's daughter, I have no desire for wealth. He was impressed and said that what I can do for you, you get into this sack in my place, and when the people present you in front of the princess, you agree to marry this princess. The herdsman will be happy to hear this, and he will happily go to the merchant's place and sit in the sack. When people awake, they picked sack and threw it in the sea and returned home. The next morning, people see Cheetah was sitting at home talking to his wife. He asked the deceitful person that we threw you into the sea yesterday, but you are safe in your house and there is a herd of goats outside. The deceitful person said that when you threw me into the sea, then a mermaid appeared from the sea and took me with her to her house under the sea. There, I saw many diamonds, jewels, gold, silver, and then goats and cattle. She treated me like a guest and took good care of me. She wanted to marry me and make me ruler, but I told her that I am already married and I have a wife, so she sent me away with a gift of sheep and goats, and said that if there is any person in your area who wants to marry Jalpari, then take him to me, and I will marry him and make him the ruler of this place. Everyone said that we want to go there and marry Jalpari and become the ruler there. They said we will get ready everyone in the town to go and marry Mermaid. The man said, okay. Tomorrow morning all of you should take a rope and a sack, gather at the sea. And everyone helped each other and locked each other in the sack. In the morning, the deceitful man threw all the sacks into the sea with the help of his wife. After that, he became the sole master of the towns of fools.